Hi everyone, this is Marco from Redeeming Worship, and today we would like to tackle one question that is on every worship leader, and we all have different methods of tackling this issue, is how do you introduce a new song to your congregation? I mean, we're always seeking new songs, the latest music that's going on, and we always get excited watching some DVDs, some CDs of live versions of this song. Then sometimes we bring it to our congregation and we're like, whoa, what's going on here? And one of the methods that I always like to question the worship leader is, what is your motive you introducing this song? Is it just because it sounds great musically wise? Is it the lyrics speaking to your life personally? Sometimes we like to mix something that's personal with the congregation, which is not supposed to be happening. It's not a mix that we would advise to do it. It's always very important to seek out what is God doing in your church today. Choose songs that speak exactly what the congregation is going through, what the preacher is speaking about. Introduce new songs that reflect exactly what the movement is. Psalms 33 verse 3 tells us to sing to the Lord a new song. And sometimes we want to introduce new songs, but we just don't have the right methods. One of the things as a worship leader I ask myself is, what is the motive I want to introduce this song? I mean, it's great when you're blasting through your way to work, the song on your iPod or your iPhone, and you think, wow, this song is great, but is it great to be sing in the church with your congregation? Is it singable? Is it something, a beat that your band can do? Sometimes we just like to throw a song out there and our band or the church is not ready yet for that. One of the first things I like to always introduce is Colossians chapter 3 verse 16 and apply that method of rule of thumb when introducing a new song. Paul says, let the message of Christ dwell in your hearts. And sometimes before you want to rush introduce a song, let the song dwell in your heart first. How does it apply to the congregation, what's going on? And Paul goes on to say, teach and console one another. Before you introduce the song, start testing it out, playing it in the speaker system of your church, or introducing it on links on your church's website or Twitter page account. Get everybody to start listening before you just show up and do the song. And because verse 3 tells us that admonish one another with new songs, psalms and hymns, and that's what the Lord desires. Before you go up there, introduce a new song, ask yourself, have you followed all the right protocol? I would like to apply there as a rule of thumb is 3 weeks. Do the song for 3 weeks sequential, introducing the song. Don't do it all in one shot. What I suggest is always, as a worship leader, try mixing the song up with another familiar song that's happening in your congregation, whether it be the verse or the chorus only. Take very much baby steps to introduce your song. And once that's done, see how the crowd reacts. Is it singable? Is it something they get into it? After 3 weeks, if it's not working with your congregation, it's not the right song to be introducing at that time. Just put it on the reserve and look for something else. And this is my best advice to you. Take your time as your worship leader to discern, as a leader, if this song speaks to your church and if it's singable for your congregation.